Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We have a very exciting video today. Very different from the usual videos that I do, much more in the beauty space. But today's video is all about fitness and well-being. Now, around 4 months ago actually, ever since I went to Sitaram Ayurveda Resort, I made the decision to take care of my health. Not because of, just to slim down, to lose weight. It was basically to get into my best physical health. I'm in my early 40s. I have to start taking care of my health, my body, my well-being, and also because I am a mother of a very young child. I'm talking about a 4-year-old. She's still a toddler. I need to sustain that energy and take care of myself so that I'm in the best of health while she grows up at the same time. So I decided to do a complete 180 where fitness is concerned, where nutrition is concerned, and do a complete 360 in getting an entire team to help me take this forward. And I discovered Ask Naturals because they are going viral on the internet. Everybody and anybody that I know is using Ask Naturals for their entire nutrition as well as their fitness. Today's video is with Yash, the man, the mastermind behind Ask Naturals. He is extremely talented, so knowledgeable basically. He knows exactly how to put you in the right path. So in case you are like me and you're looking for a sign to start something for yourself, because we women always let go of our health. Our priority is never ourselves, it's always others. So in case you just want to make that small little change in your lifestyle, then this video is for you. So on my Instagram account, on my broadcast channel, as well as on my Insta stories, I asked most of my viewers to ask Yash any questions with regards to fitness, supplements, nutrition, home workouts, whatever questions and doubts that you wanted to know. Your queries will be answered by Yash. This was my gift, our gift to you all basically. Think of this as your free consultation in case you've been wondering how to start, what supplements to take, what's the right nutrition. In case you've asked, you've been wanting to know the answers to all of these questions, but you're on a budget or you've got some time restraint, then this video is the one for you. All right, so let's go over to Yash right now. Let's start. And this is going to be one hell of a video.
Hi Shweta.
Hi, how are you?
Good, finally.
Finally, we get to meet, we get to speak. Yash, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking up the time to talk to me as well as my viewers.
Thank you so much, Shweta.
I did ask my viewers a couple of questions and they sent some really beautiful ones that they found they thought it would be helpful, for them to kickstart something. Everybody is in this whole, I think 2024 was all about fitness and well-being. So I think whether you're starting small at home or whether you're going to the gym, people have been trying to take care of themselves, so so that's exactly what I did as well 4 months ago. It's been 3 months in with Ask Naturals. But 4 months ago, I made a decision that to keep up with my daughter, because she was extremely energetic, so I thought I should take care of my health. And you guys just came and took over the entire thing, nutrition, fitness, and I think I'm in my best mental health more than physical health. So I have a lot to thank you for it.
Before you start asking me any question, I just want to ask one question from you. What made you start your fitness journey?
So I was getting severe migraines. It was getting worse and worse. I found myself, following a very poor sleep hygiene pattern. And at the same time, my nutrition was all over the place. I was eating very late. And I think I somehow lost track as a mother. I was getting into the whole rigmarole of, taking care of everyone else but me. So I think 4 months ago, it started with me going through that Ayurveda retreat where I just wanted to just have a proper cleanse and get into a sleep pattern and take care of myself physically. And when I came back from that, I was I just wanted to continue it and I wanted help. I'm a very lazy person. I actually exercise to eat because I love my food. But now I wanted to find a person who would take care of everything and make me enjoy my workouts. And I think I finally found a good very good match with you guys. You know, it's the workouts are enjoyable, and it's in my house, the time that I can choose. But I can see myself gaining strength. I can see my pants getting a lot more loose, and I'm happy. I'm happy with the zone. Even my face, I can see that, you know, the swelling has reduced a lot more. People are noticing it when they're watching my videos. So I know I'm doing something right with you guys.
Yeah, people have told me, so many people who are our mutual, like yours and mine, they have told me multiple times that they are seeing a dramatic change into your physical health. And I think Nafis also told me last time, and then Sarah also told me the same thing, that, you know, there's a change which can be clearly seen.
The biggest change I saw was Sarah, because I think when we both went to Singapore earlier this year to what she was, and that's one of the main reason also I wanted to join you guys, because the transformation has been insane, you know, insane transformation. So I've got a long way to go, because I've also got to keep my age factors. It takes a lot more for people in their early 40s to, you know, kind of like get in control in proportion and get into the routine than what it is when you're younger, you know, when you're full of josh and you know, you're able to, like, you know, give it your best.
True.
So yeah.
True. In fact, I don't agree with you with the fact that you are aging. You're not, but but I can certainly tell you one thing, that, you know, as any person starts to age, that times it's an added responsibility to now focus more on your fitness, because lifestyle is no longer the same. Back in the times we used to do manual stuff. Now you have got all food delivering apps. Everything is on your door. So because of this, lifestyle has got changed dramatically, and this is also one of the major contributor why people are having mental health issues these days. You know, there's this slang in Hindi that says "Khali dimag shaitan ka ghar." So you know, all these things, as you starts to age, especially during menopause, the added responsibility of being fit is there, because if you do not have muscles, then, you know, after a point of time you will start having joint pains, and as you mentioned, migraine, and multiple things will start to come up.
So I think my viewers also that have followed me, you know, I think they have grown up with me. The viewers that have stuck with me from the beginning. Obviously the demographics have changed in the last 2 years. I've also got youngsters, but I think there's the viewers that have watched me. They've become, you know, mothers in their late age, or probably mothers in their early age, but, you know, they've forgotten to take care of themselves. And, you know, as women, we are always taking care of someone else, and then we forget to take care of our own health. Yash, what was the main reason behind Ask Naturals? What was your main intention? Like, it can't just be putting somebody in the best physical health. Isn't it like a complete 360 for you guys?
A very few people ask me this question, and I always want people to come and ask me this question so that I'll get a chance to answer this. See, understand one thing, that before lockdown, there was an untapped market which was going on, and nobody acknowledged it. So if you want to be fit, you have to go to the gym. If you have a child at your place and you cannot afford to go to the gym because you have to take care of it, in India you luckily get house help, but in US you don't get house help also. So you have to be around your kid, right? Now now people like these will not have an option to be fit because they can't leave their kid. So how will they be fit? And the biggest, the saddest part is that women always consider it as their fate, that, you know, now I am pregnant, now I have a kid, now I am forever going to be unfit. And that's the main reason why there is this concept called postpartum depression. So they always want to feel, look, have a certain kind of you know, aesthetics. But after pregnancy or after marriage, the biology changes dramatically. But the right kind of raw material is not being given to them. Right kind of fitness training is not being given to them. And as an outcome, you will see, you know, the cases of C-section going up, or you know, after pregnancy, the body structure is not coming back to place. There are so many people who are complaining that I have a belly, lower belly, which is not eradicating. So again, this was not the plan. So understand one thing, no entrepreneur on this planet can tell you that, you know, this is what I have thought on day one and I'm continuing to do that. initially whenever you start something, you start with completely different, then you keep on pivoting, you keep on changing your way, and then we arrived to a point where we thought, you know what, mothers is an industry, is basically a category which is not being acknowledged by our society. They are playing such a big role in our life, and their fitness do matters. Why always father want to play with kids? Mother can also play with it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So that was the whole idea. That's where the cause come into the picture, that you know what, now we should start focusing more on the mothers. They also have the right to be fit, and even if you visit my website, we have clearly mentioned 5,000 plus transformation mothers. The main reason why we started this business is to transform everyone, but then we centralized more towards the mother.
Okay. So that's actually a very good notion, because not many people do that, isn't it? It is always concentration goes towards a certain age group, it is not about, I don't know why that is. Is it because it takes a lot more out of you guys to transform, mothers that, have just given birth, or people who have not worked out for a long time of a certain age category? Does that take a lot more of your effort and time?
Well, see, I'll tell you one thing about discipline. There's something weird about humans, is that we are always disciplined and more devoted when we have stronger reasons to do something. So it has nothing to do with the age, but it has a lot to do with the reasons. So for example, today Shweta has a reason that I have migraine problem, or that's why I want to be fit, or I want to feel healthy, I want to have good quality muscles into my body. So you have bigger reasons. Now these reasons are sufficient to keep you driven. But as long as if somebody doesn't have reasons, so I'll tell you flimsy reasons or small reasons. I have a wedding coming up after 2 months, or I have to go to a birthday party and I want to transform for that. Now these are tiny reasons. After this, age do not matter. Yes, what you are saying essentially, if you're asking who exhibits results faster, of course the younger one do, because of the hormonal factor. As you start age, the hormonal starts to decline, and the results will also comparatively be slower. So if I just have to give you an analogy, Shweta, when you were 20-year-old, if you get injured, you will recover in 5 days. Today, if the same injury will happen, you will take a month to recover. Even it may also happen that you will require physiotherapy for that.
Absolutely, I noticed that, yeah.
So that is one factor. However, we all need to understand one thing, that no matter how much time it takes, it is required to be done. Because I always tell people that fine, if you think that my journey will take 1 year, so I don't want to do it, next year it will take 2 years. After 3 years it will take 5 years. So for how long are you gonna wait? If you're not comfortable with the current self, you have to take some action about it.
I shared a few questions with you, and the questions I also asked on my Insta stories. One that is repeatedly, like a repeated offender, is when you have PCOS, PCOD, which a lot of women in India suffer from. I think that is something that I have seen very, very common within, I would say, in India itself. A lot of us suffer from that one way or another. So does fitness, is it detrimental, or is it like it can actually help to make your lifestyle a little more forgiving, towards your basic day-to-day life, and the way going forward, health wise?
So first of all, one always have to understand that there is a difference between a disease and a metabolic disorder.
Yeah.
And you can clearly make it out from the name that a disease is something that happens because of virus, because of some kind of autoimmune issues. But a metabolic disorder happens when your metabolism goes for a toss. Your metabolism has a direct relationship with what you're putting into your body in the form of food.
Sure.
Okay. Thyroid is a metabolic disorder. PCOD, PCOS is a metabolic disorder. Diabetes is a metabolic disorder. One need to understand, of course, when I say diabetes, I mean type 2 diabetes. Type 1 is juvenile. So now these things are metabolic disorder. You cannot rectify these things with the help of pills.
Okay.
Understand one, and you know, if you have noticed, I've said the word pills very categorically. I've not said medication. It's wrong to say medication, because see, a medication is supposed to cure you. It is supposed to fix the problem. Have you ever seen somebody fixing diabetes because they were taking insulin? Or ever seen somebody fixing PCOS because they are taking contraceptive pills? Never. It is management pills. Okay, hormones always helps you in managing. So this is the background of it. Now, why one has PCOD? It is very essential to understand, because see, there are so many gimmicks going on in the market, where somebody is telling you that I have a PCOD diet, I have a thyroid diet. What do you even mean by this? Diet is for omnivore. Diet is for carnivore. Diet is for herbivore. A cow eats grass when she is pregnant, grass when they are old, grass when healthy, grass when they are fit, grass when they are sick. So grass is their solo food. Have you ever seen cow shifting on meat because the cow was pregnant? It never happens. So how can we say that I will give you a PCOD diet, or I will give you a thyroid diet? Diet is for humans, and diet always remains the same. Food always remains the same, and people have this wrong notion. Yesterday only I was speaking to somebody, and she was telling me that, you know, somebody on a PCOD diet told me not to have dairy because dairy has estrogen in it. So the cows are injected, and that estrogen will come to my body. Basic theories are not clear. Basic biology is not clear. How can you assume that just because cow has estrogen, it will increase your estrogen also? There is a digestive tract. There is a difference in hormones. So what one need to understand is that PCOD is a clear-cut metabolic disorder, metabolic issue. I will just explain you the cascade of events, like how one event lead to other event. So when you have too much of carbohydrate, too much of sugar into your body will release insulin. But the tragedy is that your body has very limited insulin. Now, that insulin will not be able to supply or make the glucose absorb into your body. And hence, the insulin will remain out, basically will remain out in your blood. It will not be able to go anywhere. It is as good as you ordering a lot of stuff from Amazon, but when the order is coming on your doorstep, you are not opening the door only. So all the orders are being accumulated on your door. This condition is referred as insulin resistance. Okay? Now, when the insulin resistance will happen, due to some hormonal reaction, your ovaries will start producing more testosterone. Now understand, testosterone is a good news for Yash Patel, but not for Shweta. Getting my point? So when Shweta will have too much of testosterone into her body, Shweta's endocrine system, Shweta's brain, Shweta's body will start assuming that it's a male body, and your body will start developing male characteristics, such as facial hair, deepening of voice, infertility, mood swings, changes in monthly cycle. These all are referred as your PCOS, PCOD symptoms. Okay, now when the testosterone will go up, you have to remember each and everything, because now I am going to connect it to fibroids and adenomyosis and endometriosis also. So now when the testosterone will go up in human body, both in male female, there is this concept called as aromatization. So when too much of testosterone happen, your body starts making too much of estrogen also out of it. So the estrogen will also start piling up into your body. Here's the catch. Estrogen is a hormone that promotes growth into human body. Okay? Now when we say growth, fibroids is a growth. Adenomyosis is a growth. Endometriosis is a growth. Breast cancer is a growth. Now, again, this is just one side of the story. It's multifactorial. There are multiple things come together and form whatever it does. But right now, whatever I am giving you is all factual, that this is how hormone changes things into your body. So, if you want to control your PCOS, PCOD problem, you will have to take the estrogen down. Estrogen will go down only when the testosterone will go down. Testosterone will go down when the insulin will go down. Insulin will go down when the carbohydrate sugar will go down. This is how you are going to rectify PCOS. And not by eliminating dairy and gluten. It doesn't make any sense only. So this is the only method, Shweta, to cure PCOS on this planet. Anything apart from that will cause you to relapse PCOS. Calorie deficit, again 5 months down the line you will have it back. Intermittent fasting, 5 months down the line you will have it back. You have to be on right nutrition for an extended period of time, then only you can get rid of this particular problem. And it is not only connected to your acne or what people are majorly concerned of, appearance, hair fall and all, but it changes your behavior too. It dramatically makes you, so you do not want to be that person, but PCOD will make you that person. You will have chronic mood swings. If Shweta today is capable of performing at 100%, she can only perform at 60% and never ever be able to experience her 100% because of this hormone fluctuation.
Yeah, got it. Makes sense.
This was the answer to your PCOS issue.
Makes sense. So, in a way, with everything, nutrition plays a very important role, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would say that how would you balance it out on a scale from 1 to 10, fitness as well as nutrition? Would it be fitness a little more? Would it tip there? Or would it be nutrition?
Yeah, so very, very interesting question, Shweta. Both the things are mutually exclusive. Both the things are mutually exclusive. They are not interconnected. This is the biggest myth people have out there. They think that workout will help you in fat loss, and then nutrition is not required. If so, there is this line called which says you can't work out a bad diet. Nutrition is not doing a favor to your body. Nutrition is just giving the bare minimum to your body so that your body will survive. Nutrition is just basically coming to zero. If I just have to give you an analogy, nutrition is coming from minus to zero. Workout is going from 0 to plus. So when you start following right nutrition, after that, Shweta, activity is your choice. So okay, I'll just give you an example which you can correlate. If Shweta will eat right food, Shweta will be able to perform better. Shweta will be able to think better. She will be able to invest more into her content creation. She will be able to do better job at being a mother. She will get better. If Shweta's kid will start taking right nutrition, they will become better at studies. If your friend who is a marathon runner is on right nutrition, they will become better at running. If somebody is lifting weight every day and they will start eating right food, they will become better at lifting. None of these activity will help you in fat loss. Fat loss will happen with nutrition. In fact, it's absolutely absurd to say that one nutrition will help you with fat loss, one nutrition will help you with muscle building. That's wrong. Only one nutrition will help you with everything. So today, if Shweta is 55 kilos, who is underweight, and Shweta want to come at 65 kilos. So Shweta want to gain 10 kilos of muscle mass. Now imagine a friend of Shweta, or say your subscriber or anyone who is at 85 kilos and want to come down to 65 kilos. So both of you has a goal of coming at 65 kilos. But Shweta want to gain 10 kilo. Your XYZ friend want to lose 30 kilo. I will put both on the same nutrition plan. You will gain 10 kilos of muscle mass on the same plan. She will lose 30 kilos of fat on the same plan. You just have to work out. She will lose even if she will not work out, because workout is not contributing to fat loss. It is only the nutrition that is contributing to fat loss. But now that you are gaining muscles, everything that you eat, Shweta, I eat the same food. I gained 6 kilos of muscles in last 1 year. And you lost fat on the same plan. So there is no different plan out there. So to answer your question, sorry I got diverged. So to answer your question, workout and nutrition, what is the combination? Both are independent. Both has different jobs to do. If you want to gain muscles, workout and nutrition both are required. If you want to lose only fat, only nutrition can do the job. Workout is not required.
Got it. How long have you been doing this entire business of Ask Naturals? And how does one get in touch with you? Like, for example, if someone wants now a complete change in their lifestyle, what is it that you provide for them when they come to you from start to finish? what is that one goal that I won't say that many people promise a lot of things, but I want to know that what is it from your side that if someone comes to you, what is the assurance that you give them? How long have you been doing this? Basically, I want to start off with that.
So number one is how long I've been doing this. I've been doing it since 2018. So earlier I was practicing as an independent nutritionist and fitness coach. After that, people think that my company is a byproduct of COVID, which is not. I started 8 to 9 months before COVID, and that time even COVID was not there in China. Also, it started from China. So I've started then. Then Ask Natural happened. So initially I was the only person who was doing it. It is not a funded company. There is no partner. There is no co-founder. Nothing. I am the only founder, only person who takes care of it. Currently we have a team of 35 people and we are based out of Bombay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my journey. We have a team in which you will find nutritionists. You are familiar with a couple of people in my team. We have personal trainers who provide you online training.
The best personal trainers. Yeah. I mean, I have done my fair share, in my 20s and my 30s. But your strength with Ask Naturals are your personal trainers. One of the best. Be it yoga, be it strength training, whatever it is. Your team is incredible. I had to put it out there. Continue, please.
Thank you so much. So a team of personal trainer, team of nutritionist, yoga trainer are there who provide online personal training. So right now you are not in Bombay, you are situated somewhere else, but you are taking services. So in the exact same manner, any person can take our services because 80% of my customer base comes from abroad only. So that's the thing. This is how we function at the moment. We provide everything under the roof when it comes to fitness. We provide personal training, nutrition, yoga, everything. I was going to start with counseling also, psychologist counseling, but with all due respect, I personally have not understood that subject completely. And if something that I don't believe in, I would not ever want my user or my customer to buy that service.
Pretty commendable, because people don't usually think like that. They would think of monetary gains more than anything else. So that's pretty very decent. Yeah.
So in Ask Natural we have this quote or bedrock philosophy where you have to practice what you preach. So every nutritionist in Ask Natural, if they themselves will not eat what they are giving you, they will no longer continue with us. They will have to eat what they are telling you so that they can feel your problems. They will know how it feels when you have boiled eggs. They will know how it feels when you have XYZ kind of food.
Yeah.
They need to feel that. So this is the kind of team I have been building, and that's the reason why our growth is comparatively slower. I mean, for me it is slow. People think it's not, but I think in the last 4 to 5 years we all have grown organically. Now coming to your second question, which is what do you assure, what do you promise? Now this is actually very important thing, Shweta, to talk about, because what happens, people who might join me after hearing this podcast, your audience and all that. So it's very interesting to talk about these things on day one only, so that nobody will have a wrong expectation.
Exactly why I asked the questions, because everyone comes with high expectation and wanting faster, basically instant gratification, so. Yeah.
I also don't want the reviews to go down. So there are certain things that have to be cleared on day one. You can't buy fat loss. This is first thing that everyone should understand. If somebody would be able to buy, there are millionaires who are struggling with obesity and adiposity. They are the first person who will have six-pack abs if money will buy you fat loss.
Yeah.
Okay, so people need to understand that if you are paying 15,000 rupees to a company, that does not mean that 5,000 k average, say every month you will be losing 3 kilos. In a span of 3 months you will be losing 9 kilos. It is not a machine where you will put potato and chips will come out. Okay, understand one thing, that Shweta, if today I will know how to make you lose 10 kilos in 3 months, 10 kilos of body fat in 3 months, I will be the richest person on the planet, because that's what the entire world wants. What I will do is, I will just provide the right kind of raw material to your body. After that, it is the mitochondrial responses, it is the hormonal responses which will decipher if you lose 20 kilos in a month or 2 kilos in a month. Tell me one thing, I have got roughly 5,000 DAU, daily active users. Why some people are losing 21 kilos and why some people are losing only 5 kilos in a month or only 3 kilos in a month? Because see, I don't have any personal problem with anyone. I want everybody to transform. That's how my business will grow. But the metabolic responses varies from person to person. I'm giving the same planning to everyone. On the exact same planning, one person is losing 30 kilos, one person is losing 4 kilos. The point is, people need to understand this thing very categorically, very clearly, that even if you're losing 1 kilo, boss, that's also a win. Because next year you are going to be even older, and that 1 kilo will become 500 grams. Then it will become impossible. I have seen people who loses 2 kilos in 5 months, 3 kilos in 5 months. But the determination is commendable. Why? Because now they know that if they will not go this way, after marriage, after kids, after menopause, things will become difficult only.
Yes, absolutely.
So this should be the expectation, that if you are going to a nutritionist, it is as good as taking admission in a school. Taking admission in a school doesn't ensure that you are going to be a rank holder.
Yeah. Yeah.
You also have to study. So it's a bilateral journey. It's a bilateral journey. So Shweta, ever since, I mean, we had a bit of a rough patch in between in June. And that gave me an understanding that every time when somebody come to us for a counseling or consultation, there is one question we always ask: why do you want to do it? That why tells us whether the person will transform or not transform. So there are a couple of things that we have changed, but to keep myself limited to your question, yes, this should be the expectations, that if you're going, keep yourself psychologically ready that it's not a piece of cake. 97% of the world's population is obese. So you are going to be in the rest 3%. If you do your transformation, it will require some efforts. My job is that if you just have to compare it with doctors. Now doctors have manual surgery and laser surgery also. The laser surgery is invented to make the surgery painless for you, so that you will not have pain, too much of pain, which you have in manual surgery or open surgery. Similarly, I will make the journey painless for you, not easy. Okay, some efforts will be there, but I will make sure that I will minimize the efforts and minimize the pain.
Yeah.
You tell me, Shweta, what was your experience? Like, you felt that your transformation, whatever we have done so far, 50-60% of your transformation, do you think it has taken a lot of efforts, or you thought that it was manageable?
No, there was definitely efforts in it from both the side. I think that is why I was able to reach a point where I could see a difference. But I didn't also, every time I thought getting into a new venture with somebody who takes care of nutrition and fitness would be too much of basically it won't be manageable. You understand? I thought it would be, promises will be this much, but what execution happens will be just here. But this is the first time that it was very cohesive. And I also like the fact that where nutrition was concerned, one of my major problem was, as a foodie, how can I enjoy my nutrition without compromising on my taste buds? And that is also something which you and your team took care of, So even the recipes that you gave me, like, who would think that I could eat butter chicken? Come on. Who would think that I could eat butter, I could have cream, I could have fats from certain solid nutrition and not be afraid of it? Like, even if it was sweets, you never said don't have sweets. You did tell me go easy on it, and once in a while, maybe instead of a night thing, go in the afternoon. I remember that. But of course, I stopped it, but you never restricted certain things, which helps, a person like me to enjoy the process. So I found it manageable, and I found it that it did take a lot of effort, but definitely manageable. And that's the strength, I think, of a team that knows exactly how to, take this in perfect harmony. So every day I wake up, I'm not like, I don't go, oh my God, it's another day of eating rava dosa or ragi dosa. It's the thing that remains in your head with everything that gives you instant gratification. Here I'm enjoying my nutrition, I'm eating right, I have a weekly checkup with you, and then the workouts are also fun. Has it ever happened in my life, Yash, where I wake up and I'm going like, I can't see Nafis today. It's never happened. In 3 months, I'm looking forward to it. In fact, even when we greet each other, it's like, hey, I missed you, how was your weekend, you know? So that's how it is. They take it according to your strength and stamina. So definitely guys, manageable. A lot of effort takes place, but I think this is the first time it's enjoyable. Not even manageable, it's enjoyable. Both nutrition as well as fitness. So that is my experience.
You know what, Shweta? At Ask Natural, we have this philosophy where we say that your job is 50% of a nutritionist and 50% is of a counselor. So we have to understand psychology also, we have to understand multiple things. So whenever it comes to team, even if you're training with Nafis or say Mayank or XYZ person, you will always notice a pattern that all of them performs or behaves in the exact same manner. And that happens because there are certain things, certain bedrock policies which are being taught to them, that this is how an ideal session should look like. This is how a female biology works. At times they may feel low, at times they may feel overjoyed. You have to decode the behavior and accordingly you have to restructure the plan. It cannot always be pushing motivation. Sometimes it's just about counseling, doing some basic work, giving them a positive feeling, and so that they can show up the next day, very next day.
I absolutely agree, because one of the things I've noticed about the trainers were, after every routine, they ask you, what was the intensity like? How are you feeling? And that has never happened before, because it would be like, okay, come on, you've taken your break, jump, do this, do that. But I have noticed with Janvi, or be it with, Nafis, with your trainers, basically, they ask all the time, how are you feeling? Do you have any pain out here? Are you sore? How are you? So it's a repeated question to a point you're like, why are they asking this all the time? But I think it is extremely important, because as women, especially my age, sometimes you have a high and then you sink, so it's nice to have trainers who understand that your strength won't be consistent. Sometimes I have a good day with Nafis and the next day it is such a bad day, and he works accordingly to my strength and my weakness. So I like that about your trainers. I think they've got it right. You're right. Everything is so in perfect harmony. You've got a team that understands. So I think that's your strength point. All right, Yash, let's take on some few questions. Like I said, I did ask my viewers and they have sent a lot of questions for you. We can make this quick and we can go a little elaborate according to what you see is relevant, okay? So, Aishwarya Pawar, she says, what type of food to eat before and after workout? And this is the kind of question I've got repeatedly again. I think there's a slight confusion on should a meal be had before a workout and after.
If you are somebody who's dependent on fat, as you mentioned in the previous discussion, that you are having butter chicken or your body is basically fat dominant, you always have to go and do workout empty stomach. You should not be having anything before your workout, as long as you don't have a problem of hypoglycemia or something like that. You should always do empty stomach workout, and the logic is that while working out, all the blood flow is required to go towards your muscles. But if you eat something, the blood flow will go towards your gut and start digesting the food. That will delay the recovery of muscles, and that will also not help you while pushing more in your workout. So it is very essential that you not eat anything before your workout, and yes, after your workout your meal has to be wholesome. So all the kind of nutrients except carbohydrates should have to be consumed in your diet. In case if you're a non-vegetarian, you can go for anything made up of chicken on this planet. So you don't have to eat boiled chicken with broccoli, but eat whatever you want to eat.
Okay.
And if you are a vegetarian, then you can go for paneer, you can go for eggs, you can go for whey protein if that works for you, a good quality one. So anything that helps you in recovering faster, because workout is breaking down.
Okay.
Nothing but breaking down. When you break down something, it is your job to provide all essential vitamins and minerals to your body so that your body can remanufacture. We call it super compensation.
Sure. I have a question. So if someone is doing basically fasting and they have an early dinner, yeah? So are you saying that the next day workout should also be on an empty stomach?
There are so many other things which can be done in such cases. So people who are doing fasting or early dinner, first of all, I don't completely agree with that thing. However, if that is something that they are doing because of the cultural reasons, then what they can do is they can have, if coffee works for them, then they can have a bullet coffee in the morning.
That is coconut
oil
and coffee.
Yeah, coconut oil and all. And why am I telling you bullet coffee? Because coconut oil is the only kind of fat on this planet that does not require absorption, a longer digestion into your small intestine. It can directly enters into your bloodstream and give you energy. Ghee is also okay, but coconut oil is even better. It absorbs faster, so you will not have hypoglycemia due to shortage of energy.
Okay, so the next question is from Zen I. She says, what kind of resistant bands are beginner friendly for home workouts, and does home workout make a difference, or do you need a proper gym?
I would say home workout. I mean, there are enough evidences on Ask Natural's page that we have transformed more than 2,000 people on home workout. Our total number of transformations are roughly close to 5,000, but 2,000 I'm saying because couple of them had gym, so I'm not counting them. Couple of them used to go to, but more than 2,000. One need to understand that, okay, so this is very interesting to understand that 80% of the equipments you have inside the gym are not useful for human body.
Is it?
Now, let me just give you an example right away to make you understand this. Okay, so in real life, Shweta deals with free weights.
Yeah.
She doesn't deal with predetermined proprioception. So in gym, if you push, the machine is already fixed, so it will go in this manner and it will come down. But if you are pushing a rice ka dabba, it can go up like this also. It will not go straight up and straight down. So actually you are practicing something different in the gym which is not carrying forward to your real life.
Yeah.
Which is not being utilized to your real life. So essentially, in order to optimize your health and stability, you have to practice more with the free weights, and that's why people who do calisthenics, sports people, are a lot more quicker, faster compared to those who focus solely on strength training. So one need to understand that free weights can always be there at your place. दो डंबल खरीदने में Amazon से क्या जाता है? It's hardly $500.
Yeah, I also bought my dumbbells. Yeah, from
Correct,
Amazon. Yeah.
correct. So home training is super efficient. In gym, what essentially you do is you get access to more weights in your hand. Okay. Now, why do you need those 5 pounds on your body, and what kind of contribution will they do in your life if you're already 100 kilos and having 14 kilos inside your body already, which is sufficient enough to challenge you?
Sure.
So a body weight workout will make more sense for people. So again, coming to the original question, resistance band.
Yeah.
Resistance band is directly connected to the intensity you are at.
Okay.
If you are a beginner, you can. So there are colors. Green is the lightest, then pink is a little hard one, and then there is red. So you can choose according to your intensity. What I would suggest you is to buy all, because all of them come in a combo in a hamper.
So what would you say is the basic props for someone who is starting at home?
Green.
Okay, green resistant band, and weights of what?
But again, Shweta, this is actually a very blanket statement, because when I say green, there are going to be people for them green is also heavy. You need to understand. So one need to have a pair of all 5, and then use whichever fits into your intensity.
Sure. So, but the minimal weight as well, if they want to buy something to start off with?
Start with body weight. Don't rush into buying any weights on the day one. Do some body weight squats, do body weight pull-ups, do body weight push-ups. Once you get accustomed to it, once all these movements starts to feel easy, then you go for intensifying with the help of weight.
I understand where you're coming, because Nafiz also did the same thing. My trainer also made sure that I was okay with certain weights, my own body weight, before we jumped into the 3 kg and 5 kg. So that also helped. Let's go to the next question. This is Leena Raj. Does other cardio activities like swimming 5 times a week help build stamina and strength?
Stamina, it does. Strength, no. Yeah, one word answer.
Stubborn belly fat, I really require help to get rid of it. What are your thoughts behind it?
Improve the quality of your hormones. That will happen only when you start eating the right food. When the quality of your hormones will go up, automatically you will start removing all the fats from your body. This is the only method. I mean, in case if you want a little bit of spicy answer or a controversial answer, then I can give you that also. So even if you look at all the Bollywood stars, and not all, but many of them take extra hormones or extra stimulants into their body. That hormones helps them in losing body fat faster. So it is the hormone that contributes into fat loss and not the calories or anything. So if you supply right food which helps you in manufacturing right hormones, you will automatically lose body fat.
Oh, interesting. There's another question which I think is also important. This is from Chaya. She says, taking protein supplement, is it required or protein-rich food is enough?
Both are same.
Both are same?
Protein-rich food can sometimes give you added vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
When you take protein supplements like protein shake, the good quality one, the branded one, the right one will always give you good quality absorption, and essentially it will also fulfill the job. But it's just that when you have, in case if you are a vegetarian, then when you have egg, apart from protein, you get vitamin A, D, E, K, omega also. But when you take whey protein, you only get whey protein. That's the difference. After that, everything is same.
Alright, so Nidhi says, should we have protein powder even if we are not weightlifting, if we are over the age of 35?
So I can give you an answer. My grandfather had colon cancer at the age of 77, and I used to give him whey protein at that time also.
He said, okay.
Yeah, he was bedridden and he was having whey protein. I was doing it only because he was my grandfather. Anything that you practice in such cases is an independent thing. You please consult your healthcare physician before doing such things. I was just giving you an example to make you understand that protein is a nutrient.
Yes.
That goes into human body and does the job of a protein. So just like how protein is a food, it is not a stimulant that will only be required when you take workout.
Sure.
Okay, protein is basically a nutrient and you can take it in all the cases.
Okay. So which is the best, there's another question, which is the best form of protein? Does plant protein help?
Whey protein isolate.
And what are your your take on plant protein? We've already had this conversation. I know the answer.
Yeah, plant protein is not that useful, to be honest, because see, again, something is coming from a place of jugaad and not coming from natural sources, because no plant on this planet has complete amino acid profile. So they are mixing and matching and combining multiple plants, and then there are so many chemical reactions that take place to establish a good quality protein coming from plant. Now what kind of effect it is going to have on your gut is something which is extremely subjective. So that's why always go for something that is coming straight away from the milk. And there are these expensive methods which is called cross flow filtration methods. When you take a good quality protein, whey isolate, even if you have say 5 scoops in a go, you will not have bloating at all.
Okay. And then the next question is, what are the best supplements for women above the age of 30? Does collagen powder work?
No.
You're
Absolutely
not
not.
collagen powder at all?
Collagen and biotin are a big waste of time. Never take it. It doesn't do anything in your body. Full stop.
Okay. But there are other supplements that someone...
Yes. So let me answer this collagen question, because people are wasting a lot of their money in buying collagen powders. So when you take collagen, your body 80 to 90% of the times break down and make amino acids out of it, and your body consumes those amino acids. So if you think that collagen is going inside your body doing the job that it's supposed to do, it's rarely happening.
Yeah.
Your body manufactures collagen on its own, so as biotin. So when the surplus amount of nutrients are being given to your body will itself make biotin and collagen. So when it gets into your small intestine, it breaks down into amino acid and wipe it off. So it doesn't go and do the job of collagen into your body. Therefore, a lot of time prefer glutathione intravenously than to consume it, because the same thing happens with glutathione also, that your body breaks it down and takes amino acids out of it. And that's why consuming all these supplements orally doesn't make much sense. So today, Shweta, tell me one thing. If your body will be given a choice to choose between whether to keep Shweta alive or give her a good skin quality, what will your body choose? Alive, right? So similarly, how you budget your expenses and take care of the basic things first. You get rice bag first, and then you get Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah.
Similarly, your body also, whenever you provide the right kind of nutrient to your body will first give it to the essential regions like your brain, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys. First your body will take care of it. After that, when the excess nutrients are remaining, then your body would bother to improve your skin quality and hair quality. So right now, if your body is deprived of nutrients, if you are in a major catabolic state, then even the collagen will be used for other parts. And that's the main reason why it is not directly contributing to your skin or hair development. So to answer your question in short, it's not that helpful.
So then what are the right supplements that somebody can have about the age of 30?
Okay, so right supplements, a person can always have vitamin C, person can have vitamin E. If they are checking their blood reports and there is deficiency of vitamin D3 and B12, then they can take that also. One should always take fish oil, which helps you in a lot. It has so many anti-inflammatory properties. So magnesium, yes, before bed, to improve your gut health and bone density. Calcium is very essential. So very basic and very minimal thing. You don't have to go up, and take all these newly invented supplements. C and E can be taken anytime, and you usually, because they are, vitamin C is water soluble. So even if you take it today, tomorrow it will wipe out of your body through your urine tract. So you can take it irrespectively.
Is there any trustworthy supplement brands that, in the market out there? Yeah, I would like to know, because that's one of the questions. So in
Sure.
case...
So there are many. I'll give you a brand that comes at a little steeper price, but very good. Now Foods, NOW Foods. Yeah. So all the supplements that they manufacture comes with real good bioavailability, and they put all the right kind of microvitamins and multiple other things which helps in improving the absorption. So absorption is very important. Taking vitamin C alone is not a good thing, because vitamin C is just ascorbic acid, which is not that useful. You need to take bioflavonoids, you need to take rosehip extract with it, and that will help absorbing vitamin C. So that composition is very well in Now Foods.
Now, another question that was asked repeatedly is cortisol level. Or is there such thing called a moon phase,
See, cortisol is something which is forever going to be in your body if you are a kind of a personality. So as per cardiology, there are two types of personality. One is type A and one is type B personality. Type A personality are the people like us, Shweta, who are overthinker, who are very ambitious, who just constantly want to do something, who has symptoms of ADHD. I don't know if you have it, but I have it. So this is the category of people. Now they are always predisposed to have high cortisol if they will find something sufficient enough to trigger it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, I am a type A personality, but if I am born and brought up in Himachal Pradesh, where the culture, the routine lifestyle, the surrounding is not pressing that button of cortisol,
Yeah.
I will forever remain like a type B personality, and I will never have a resting cortisol being on the higher side.
Okay.
But if I am in a city like Bombay, where every day I have to kind of keep on upgrading my rank, where every day I am being surrounded by so many FOMOs, then what happens? The cortisol buttons will get pressed, and then I will forever have a resting cortisol being on the higher side.
Yeah.
Now, the point is, if your hormones are making you feel the way you are feeling, no psychologist, usually it is something that I believe in, that psychology or counseling is not going to be that helpful. If you just want to cross-verify the facts which is coming out of my mouth, please read Professor Robert Sapolsky, Stanford professor. He has written many books. One is Behave, one is Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, in which he has very categorically mentioned one thing, that free will is a myth. You can't control anything going around, and everything that is happening to you right now is purely and totally because your genetics are making you feel the way you are feeling. And that's the reason why you will see different patterns of behavior. One person will cry even if they break their water bottle. One person will not cry in a funeral also.
Yes.
So this is basically something that is completely being regulated by your hormones. And that was one question that I was asking to all the psychologists who was coming for interview. And that's the main reason why I did not have psychologist on the panel with Ask Natural.
Okay.
Because nobody could give me the satisfactory answer. The day I will get a satisfactory answer for this question,
You are
I will
hired.
have...
Yeah.
Yeah, you are hired. So that's the thing. So resting cortisol, to answer your question, Now I'll not tell you कि ऐसा तो होता ही है and then just leave it the way it is. Let me just give you some basic hacks or some basic solutions which will definitely help you improve the quality of your gut. Magnesium, one of the thing, multiple other things also. If your gut will feel okay, the stress will a little bit it will come down, because your ulcers, your IBS has a major contribution into your cortisol levels. If that is happening, try to indulge yourself into physical activity, because exertion also releases endorphins. Exertion is one of the things. There are multiple things that release endorphin, but exertion is one of them. Then always take out time and always take out time to do stuff that makes you happy, because you have to prioritize your happiness. If that will not, if that will not happen, no, then there will come a time when your behavior will change upside down. You may become a great philosopher if you want to be that, if that inspires you, but let me tell you one thing, that 80% of the philosophers are depressed. So you need to just take out some time for your happiness, do stuff that are illogical, and I think that's the only very limited we know about controlling cortisol at the moment.
So mood phase, is that a thing, or is that just the internet's latest fad?
No, it happens. It happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Excess potassium retention on your face. You will have those puffiness. Multiple things will come up. So yeah, it's actually a true thing. It's not.
So what are the 3 best steps to improve your gut health?
Oh, interesting. There is no 3 best steps, Shweta. In fact, because if I just give this answer in one line, it will be very irresponsible answer. So if your subscribers or if your followers want me to in detail talk about gut health, because it's a 4-5 hour long discussion.
Guys, let us know if you want a video on such. I think that would be really interesting. Yeah.
Because I have to talk about dysbiosis, I have to talk about bloating, I have to talk about acid reflux, constipation, piles, hemorrhoids, fissure, fistula. Then only I will be able to explain you. But yes, very minimum thing, cut down on gluten. Don't have gluten. Don't have gluten in your diet. Make sure that your hydration is right. If you're somebody who's having too much of coffee, then it can lead to diuresis, which will put you in a condition called as constipation. So just take care of your hydration, and what was the other thing I said? Do not have gluten.
Do not have gluten. Does stress also play a major factor?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? It really does.
Yeah.
And sleep as well?
Yeah, all these things are interconnected, Shweta. So I'll tell you one thing. When you are too stressed, your body will not know if, okay, so this is a curse that humans are born with, that we can imagine things that doesn't exist. Apart from us, no other animal has the quality of imagining something that doesn't exist. So if a lion is chasing a zebra, the zebra will forget it as soon as the escape scene closed, as soon as that running scene closes. After that, the zebra will no longer think about that I was being chased by a lion. But the same thing will happen to a human. The human will get traumatized and forever think, yo, 1970s mein a lion has chased me. So this is the problem with us. So what happens whenever you start thinking, your body gets into an emergency mode where your body doesn't know whether it's a real problem or a fake problem. So your body will take away all the blood flow from the gut and supply it to your hands and legs, assuming that you need to run. And because the blood flow is being taken, the food which is situated in your gut will no longer digest now, because the blood flow is gone to your hands. And that's where the fermentation happens. The gases like methane and other bloating issues will happen. And that's how stress is connected to your bloating.
Okay, alright. There is this question again that I'm seeing. There's a certain fear about weight training. They feel that a woman is going to look bulky when they do weight training. So the question out here is, should I continue weight training? I'm afraid to increase the bulk and look a little bigger. Or should I stick to cardio? What is the best workout for weight loss?
Okay, let me give you a funny answer.
Yeah.
Everything is reversible.
Yeah.
Try if you become bulky. Try it for 1 year and see if you become bulky. If you become bulky, you stop doing it. You will again come back to zero. It is impossible to look bulky.
Okay. So
it is impossible.
Is there a preferred workout that you like you prefer anything, or does it go hand in hand, cardio as well as weight and strength training?
As long as your goal is GPP, general physical preparedness, go for a combination of everything. Cardio also have equally importance. Your strength has all the importance. Your stretching, your flexibility has all the importance. So do yoga one day, do strength one day, do endurance HIIT training one day, and that's the main reason why we have everything in Ask Natural. Because usually you go out, you have to hire different trainer, because a strength coach cannot be a yoga coach. So that's the main reason, that because people want all these three things and they cannot keep hiring three different trainers, we provide everything over here.
All right. The next question is, how much magnesium do we need above the age of 40?
Well, there is no fixed number. Some people will require it more, some people will require it less. But putting a number on it is actually not the right way to go about it. But yes, if you take now food, one serving is enough of magnesium citrate per day, as a very generic rule I am telling you.
So the question again that is repeated is, I have never worked out in my life. I'm right now 40 years of age. This is from a girl called Indu. How do I start my fitness routine?
Start as a beginner. There is no age to start workout. I have people who started working out with me at the age of 54, 60 also, after retirement. So you can start your workout, because see, understand one thing, that as long as you are having a personal trainer, the personal trainer is not going to judge you. The personal trainer will always start, for a personal trainer you are just a student, and he will intensify, he will modulate and change things accordingly. Yeah, my suggestion is that do not participate into any group workout, because group workout is not that useful. Because in a group session, a 100 kilo individual and a 50 kilo individual does the same thing, which doesn't make any sense. So because you are a beginner, the chances of you having injuries due to bad form and bad technique is a lot. So prefer having a personal trainer. You can start at whatever age you want.
There's a very interesting question asking if you take care of women who are going through menopause as well, where fitness and nutrition is concerned. What are the steps that you take along with it?
We do. 20 to 30% of our customers falls into that category. So yes, there are nutrients are very much required, and a lot of time menopause is not actually coming. It's just PCOS symptoms. So that's also is needed to be examined well. And of course, the nutrition plan will help them having a very smooth transition. In fact, the nutritionist we had at Ask Natural, she herself was at the age of 47, 48. So apart from the fact that we give you all the knowledge about menopause, she herself has been through it. So she will share the experience also.
Okay, that's good. So Shruti has said, any recommendation for getting back to fitness postpartum while considering round a baby schedule?
Do a home training. I think that's the best way to go about it, because no matter how much of a house help you have for a mother, on the back of your mind you always think about the child. So home training is a good thing to have till the time your child is going to the school. After that, maybe you can start going to the gym.
Okay. And your take on intermittent fasting?
Not useful at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I would like to know more why, because Yash, this seems to be a trend, isn't it? Everyone seems to be doing this.
Just like how collagen is in the trend. So
you're going to there's a lot of content creators that are not going to be happy with it, because I've never endorsed a collagen supplement. Out of curiosity.
And even if you have endorsed Shweta, it's not your fault.
I have never, because I have only started collagen supplement in the last 3 weeks, just out of curiosity, because I've heard it does great things for your skin, for your hair. So that's why I have included. But I would love to take what's your take on intermittent fasting?
So in India, there are many communities who by choice do not eat after sunset, and I'm sure you know about it.
Yeah.
Okay. There are many communities who by choice do not eat after sunset. And then they have their first meal after the complete sunrise, which is roughly 8-9 in the morning. Are they all following 15-16 hours of intermittent fasting window? Yes. Are they all fit?
Not necessarily.
In fact, you will see the exact opposite correlation. If you analyze them, if they are predominantly having a lot of sugar or other stuff into your diet, you will find them the most prevalent adiposity in their body. They are the one who are struggling with obesity the most, metabolic disorders the most. Understand one thing. Do you really think that mathematics and watch can decide how human biology will work? Imagine if these two things were not invented, how would you manage?
Okay.
If mathematics and a watch had not been invented, how would you eat your food? You eat as per natural signal system. So in human body, Shweta, in human body there are these two hormones which are called as leptin and ghrelin, which naturally tells you when you are hungry and when you are full in the absence of intoxicated food, in the absence of addictive food.
Yeah.
So when you are eating the right kind of food, your body will tell you when to eat food and not the watch. Tell me one thing, when do you put fuel into your car? When there is no fuel, or every day 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
When there is no fuel in your car, right? So in the exact same manner, so my mentor, he is no more, but my mentor used to say this thing to me, that you are not eating on time if the time is fixed.
Okay.
You are not eating on time if the time is fixed. How can you feel hungry every day at the same time? There are days when you will go out for a trekking, you will feel hungry earlier.
Yeah.
There are days when you are sitting watching Netflix doing nothing, of course you will not feel hungry. So your hunger is being modulated by your activities and not by the watch. I'm not dismissing the nutrient, saying that it is bad for your gut or something. I'm saying it is not useful for fat loss if you're doing it for fat loss. But yes, of course, there's a circadian rhythm, your growth hormone starts to release, so all these things. So if you have a routine where you're eating early, of course it will help your body in basically setting up a system or something like that. But at the same time, every day eating at 4 is not logical. I should also tell you one thing about intermittent fasting, which my mentor only taught me, is that there is a difference between fasting and fasted state. Fasted state means you are not hungry and that's why you are not eating. And fasting means I'm hungry but I'll starve myself, but I'll not eat. That time your body will eventually eat muscles. So logically you are not fasting. Recently I have conducted a workshop, Shweta, where I took roughly about 1.5 hour only to explain my clients that why total cholesterol and why LDL is not the sign of you having a cardiac risk. Why you have to go a couple of more steps deeper to understand the cholesterol report. So that's also something very interesting, where people just think that my cholesterol is 205 or 2010 and or 210, and now I think I have heart issues. So it's not that straightforward. There are multiple other things also that you'll have to look at.
All right, and I think we have more or less covered everything, but there are two questions that I am just going to finish this one off. Okay, it is about a basic lifestyle or a workout routine that doesn't affect skin and hair fall. Now, I know there's a lot of people who are worried about, if I do take this supplement or if I work out this way, what is this thing that will just not make me lose the luster of my hair, that will improve my skin health?
Understand one thing, that your hair health is, as long as it's happening because of nutritional deficiency, of course it will be taken care of with the help of nutrition and workout. Workout and nutrition doesn't directly contribute to hair fall. Hair fall happens because either because of genetic reasons, or because of too much of testosterone converting into DHT, or multiple other reasons are responsible for it. And nutrition and workout doesn't contribute to hair fall or hair loss. So correlating these two things itself is not logical. But yes, I mean, if it's happening because of some other reason, say dry scalp, or chronic dehydration, or biotin deficiency, or DHT, so that's not my area of expertise. I can give you the answer, but the answer will not be responsible answer. So I think, but I can certainly tell you one thing, that nutrition and workout doesn't interfere. In fact, it will benefit you only.
I have one more question. Sugar, coconut sugar, refined sugar, are they all the same? They're all the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
And is that something that you restrict your clients from having, like sugar? Are you very, very strict with that?
Earlier I used to be, but then I realized one thing, that life is not all about health, it's also about fun. So, so this one thing. So just like how we have alcohol, we all know that cigarette and alcohol is bad for our health, but we have it because eventually all of us will die. So we do things for fun also. So everything cannot just be logical. I will restrict sugar only when they are in big trouble. But if somebody is coming to me with a healthy metabolism, कि बस सिर्फ fat loss करना है, nothing else, they have very minimal goal, then I'll try to give them everything so that their mental health will also be good.
Is there anything that you would like to talk about or discuss?
Yeah, so one thing which I would want to put as a closing remark to the entire discussion is that this thing that we just spoken about is just for knowledge purposes. Any person over there who is struggling with any kind of medical disorder or medical issue, do not practice it without consulting to your healthcare physician. Okay, because they are the one who knows the exact condition and not us. Whatever we have given you are the blanket opinions. Of course they are science, but at the same time, without understanding the condition, like today if I tell you that coffee is best for you, but what if you have high blood pressure? So independent condition differs, and that's why you can learn a lot from this discussion, but at the same time practicing is something that will happen, and that's the main reason why we provide consultations and why we provide our services, so that we can understand what's your exact need and then tailor your plan accordingly.
It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with all of you.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye-bye.